Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 13. The greatness of purity. Purity. Step away from being Shudra. These are Avyakta signals. Greatness of purity. Purity. Step away from being Shudra. The soul and body are two separate things. However, because of their ignorance, people have confused the two. People have considered what is theirs, that is body, mind, to be themselves, that is soul, that is I. Because of this mistake, they experience so much distress, sorrow, and peacelessness. In the same way, by considering the sanskars of impurity and forgetfulness to be your sanskars, when in fact they are not the sanskars of Brahmins but of Shudras. You become influenced by Maya and then become distressed. And now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
बाबा ने
Baba
विस्मृति और अपवित्रता का कनेक्शन बताया
has told about the
और आज
connection
इसे और
of
ज्यादा स्पष्ट किया कि
impurity and forgetfulness. And today Baba
सारे चक्रावू
clarified
में
it even more throughout the cycle
जब देह का
when
मैं आत्मा हूँ
that I
कलयुग
am
में
a
ये
soul.
नेचुरल है फिर
In
भी
golden
किसी
age,
को
it is
धीरे
natural,
धीरे
but still
स्मृति होती है
slowly and gradually there is the
कि
forgetfulness
मैं
of
देह हूँ
that I am a body.
ये भान आने लगता है मैं
Then
आत्मा
this
हूँ
consciousness starts
ये
to begin.
विस्मृति होने लगती है
And then that I am a soul,
तो ये जो
one starts to
16
forget.
कला
And
संपूर्ण
so the
पवित्र
16
पवित्र
celestial degrees pure.
इसमें धीरे धीरे जो कलाएं
In
कमजोर
that,
पड़ती हैं
slowly and
वो
gradually, the
संस्कार
degrees
कारण कुछ
continue to
नहीं
decrease. That's because of
सांसारिक
forgetfulness,
भान में
meaning
आता जा रहा है
the consciousness of
और मैं
body
आत्मा हूँ ये
is
भूल जा
entering,
रहा है
and that I am a soul is being
ये तो
forgotten.
बहुत गुह्य रहस्य है
And this is a very
जब
deep secret. And then when
दुखी है अशांत है
one is in
परेशान है
sorrow, is in a state of peacelessness, is
ये सब देह भान के कारण
or
है
when one is disheartened, that is all because of
तो
body
संयोग वश
consciousness.
बाबा आते हैं
So at
और
confluence
हमारे
age, Baba
सिमटने को
comes and
और
reminds
जो
us.
जीरो कला थी पवित्रता
And
की
so the
वो कलाएं
degrees that
बढ़ती
we
जाती
had
हैं
of zero of purity, that start to
लेकिन
increase.
अगर फिर
But
भी हम अपना चार्ट देखें
even still, if we look at our chart,
कि कितना समय तक
that
निरंतर
for how long and constantly
सात्विक स्थिति रहती है
do
अभी भी
we
हम लोग
remain in
प्रैक्टिस
soul
करते हैं
conscious stage?
नेचुरल
Still, we
है
do
कि नहीं
practice, but how much is it natural?
तो आज तो ऐसा लग रहा था
So today,
कि
I
जब हम
felt
शुरू शुरू
as
में
if
बाबा के पास
when
आते हैं
we come to Baba in the beginning,
काफी अभ्यास करते हैं
so then we
कि मैं
practice a
आत्मा हूँ
lot that I am a soul, I am a peaceful soul,
स्वरूप स्वरूप
I am a
याद
pure
है
soul. You probably must remember.
फिर हम बेशक कहते हैं
And
कि
then, even though we
बहुत
say
सारे
that
इसमें और
we
सारे
are a
पॉइंट
little
पॉइंट्स हैं
advanced and there are several other points as well,
तो जितना अभ्यास हमने किया
so
उतनी परसेंटेज में
to the extent
सात्विक
we
स्थिति
practice, to
आती है
that extent, there is that soul conscious
तो जब
stage.
मैंने आज ये पढ़ा
So when
तो समझा
today I
कि
read
मैंने
this or I
अपना
heard this,
चार्ट
so I
देखे
said, now we
कि
should check
कितना
our chart.
परसेंटेज
So to what percentage?
तो किसी कारण से
So
परेशानी
because
होना
of
दुखी होना
reason, any reason,
हताश होना
becoming
निराश होना
uh, disheartened or
उत्साह का कम
coming into
होना
sorrow, or if the
ऊर्जा का
zeal and
कम होना
enthusiasm goes down, or if the
इन सब का कारण
courage goes
बॉडी है
down, the reason for all of these things is body
तो दो तरीके
consciousness.
से ही देख सकते हैं ना एक
So
ये
we
देख
can only
सकते हैं
look at it in two ways, right? One is
अगर ये होता है कितनी
if this
परसेंटेज में
happens,
होता है
then to what extent or what percentage
जो
does it
लोग ये
happen?
चाहते होंगे कि
definitely you will see that it is less from
एक छोटी
before.
छोटी बात में परेशान
Before,
रहते हैं,
earlier, we would get worried over
गुस्सा
small
रहता है,
matters or we would get disturbed.
और अभी कोई बात आती है जाने दो,
And now, if there is anything that comes, okay, let it
कोई
go.
भी बात आती है तो बस
If anything comes,
जाने
then
दो,
I say, let it go.
हम ध्यान ही न दें।
If we do not even pay attention,
एक तो ये, दूसरा
one is this, and the other is
स्वाभाविक रूप से हम शांत कितना
n-
रहते हैं,
in a natural way, how
सम्मान
much
में कितना रहते हैं,
do we stay in our self-respect, or how
हिम्मत में
peaceful do we
कितने हैं,
remain? How much courage do we have?
उमंग उत्साह कितने तक रहता है।
How much zeal and
अगर ये
enthusiasm
सब
do we
बातें
have?
हम देखें
But if we see all these aspects,
तो पहले तो लॉस होता गया ना,
so
हमारा
first of
नाइट्रस
all, there was a loss because the
अब
degrees were
प्लस में बढ़े,
decreasing, and now the degrees are increasing.
तो जितनी परसेंटेज में
So
है
whatever
दैवाभिमानी
percentage is
मानसिकता,
there of soul
जितना
consciousness,
हम पुरुषार्थ कर रहे हैं
and the
बेहतर
more we are
करते
making
जाएंगे,
effort, or the more we
उतनी
should
हमें
do,
उन्नति होती जाएगी।
to that extent we will keep on having the attainments.
जो बाबा ने 2 दिन पहले कहा था
That
कि
Baba
ये
said 2 days
परिस्थिति,
ago that household
परिस्थिति और प्रकृति
and
इनके द्वारा जो भी संकल्प
situation
बातें आती
and
हैं,
through nature, whatever
उसका हमारे
situations
ऊपर
come because
इफेक्ट्स
of
का
that,
प्रभाव नहीं
so
पड़ेगा।
that would not have effect on
तो मैं
our
समय
stage.
समझती हूँ हमको
So
फिर से
I
टेंशन देना होगा,
think that we have to once again give attention
क्योंकि बाबा ने कहा
or pay
विस्मृति होती
attention,
है तो
because Baba
शूद्रपन के
says
संस्कार
when
एमर्ज
you
होते हैं।
forget, then the sanskars of Shudras emerge.
तो शूद्रपन के संस्कार क्या है?
What are the sanskars of Shudras?
दृढ़ता, वाचा से खड़े हो नहीं
Determination,
पाएंगे,
one makes a vow
सोचने
or
से
is not
नहीं
able
होगा,
to fulfill.
करेगा।
One will think but will not come into practice.
तो ब्राह्मण जीवन में
So, in Brahmin life,
हमारे ब्रह्मा बाबा ने,
our
हमारे
Brahma
दादीज ने
Baba, our Dadis,
संपूर्ण स्मृति बनाए रखी है,
they had complete awareness, right?
दैय अभिमानी स्थिति बनाए रखी।
They kept their soul conscious
तो इसका
stage.
मतलब हमको
So that means that
जब भी
we,
1 मिनट 2 मिनट
whenever,
5 मिनट
whether we get a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes,
आत्मिक स्मृति का अभ्यास करते रहना है।
practice soul consciousness. We have to
सबके
keep
लिए ही,
practicing, not only for ourselves,
दूसरों के प्रति भी जब
but
संकल्प
for
आते
others
हैं,
also. Whenever we have thoughts
वो तो आत्मा है,
that that one is a
शांत रूप से
soul,
है, जैसे
is
कहते हैं कि
a
हम
peaceful
उस आत्मा
soul,
के साथ
as if
एक
with that
एक
soul
अटूट संबंध
also
बना लो।
we created a soul conscious relationship.
तो जो व्यर्थ संकल्प चल
So
जाते
then the
हैं,
base thoughts
दुख
that
की
come,
फीलिंग आती है,
or the feelings of sorrow that come,
वो समाप्त हो जाएगी।
that will finish.
तो ये तो खेल ही सारा चक्कर
So this is a
परिस्थिति
play.
का हो
So
गया।
the whole game is of awareness and forgetfulness
आप
then.
सोचिए कि
If you
जब
think
हमारी स्थिति में
that
स्वाभाविक
when
तौर से
our
आत्मिक
stage
स्थिति
naturally
होगी,
has soul consciousness, if the stage is naturally soul
तो कितनी
conscious,
ऊंची स्थिति
so
होगी,
then that would be such an elevated stage,
सदा हर्षित,
always cheerful,
हर तरीके से जो भी गुण
in
होने
every
चाहिए
form,
सब
whatever are the
व्यक्त करने को,
virtues, they would be in a
और उसका
visible form.
अनुभव होगा,
And one would experience
तो
that.
स्वयं में, व्यवहार में,
So,
संबंध में
within ourselves, in our behavior, in our
वो परिणाम
relationships,
होगा।
so only those virtues or those qualities would be used.
इसलिए ब्राह्मणपन के
So that is
संस्कार,
why the sanskars of
दैय
Brahmins,
अभिमानी,
that is soul consciousness,
शांत और शीतल स्वभाव,
and then cool
अंतर
nature,
में समान
and internally
और गुणों की
being in that self respect, and
निरंतर
also the
स्वभाव
inculcation of
स्थिति
divine
बनाए
virtues
रखी,
that would happen
धैर्यता सदा
constantly as well
बढ़ेगी,
as naturally, and patience would
मधुरता
increase,
बढ़ेगी,
sweetness would increase,
क्योंकि सब गुणों का आधार
because
पवित्रता
the
है।
basis of all the
जैसे
virtues
कहते हैं
is
पूर्ण निर्विकारी
purity.
सर्व
They say
सत्संपन्न,
that completely
जितने
viceless,
जल्दी हम
and
पूर्ण निर्विकारी बनते हैं
the
उतनी
more
जल्दी
we
हम
become viceless to that
सर्व
extent,
सत्संपन्न
we
but
become
but
full
not
of
all
all
of us have
virtues,
that
and
that
that this is a very good
magnetic
practice. And
connection
today I was
with
feeling it's good that
Maya.
Baba
That's why I said
brought our
he
attention to
sits
this.
in the
And so
center,
again, we will pay
but
attention
he
to this,
remains
and we will practice our soul
active
consciousness,
in a
that the soul is imperishable
शरीर का तो
and the
विनाशी भी है
body
और समय
is
भी उसका
perishable,
फिक्स है
and there is the time is also fixed for the
इसलिए
body
वो
to
हर तरह से बहुत
be
अच्छे अच्छे
perished. And
अनुभव
so
करता है
this
ओम
practice will make
शांति
us have very nice experiences. Om Shanti. Purity, step away from being Shudra. The soul and body are two separate things. However, because of their ignorance, people have confused the two. People have considered what is theirs, that is body, which is mine, to be themselves, that is I. Because of this mistake, they experience so much distress, sorrow, and peacelessness. In the same way, by considering the sanskars of impurity and forgetfulness to be your sanskars, when in fact they are not the sanskars of Brahmins but of Shudras, you become influenced by Maya and then become distressed. Om Shanti.